I have to be honest with you. I think the carnage that's going to happen in the next couple of weeks on digital currencies is going to be a buying opportunity, and I will certainly be buying some Bitcoin and some Ethereum, and probably two others. That was what the team was doing this morning, looking at because every time one of these players goes bankrupt,
right,
you have to look at it from 2 points of view. You're getting rid of idiot management out of the market, because these guys always blow up because of leverage. They don't know how to manage leverage.
Despite the uncertainty and fear on the horizon of the crypto and financial world, some people are surprisingly very optimistic about the industry and strongly believe that this is just the beginning of an exciting journey. Kevin O'Leary is chairman of O'Shares Investments and Exchange Trade Fund ETF company and O'Leary Ventures, a private equity firm. Kevin points out that irrespective of whatever is going on in the crypto and financial industry, this is a big opportunity to buy digital currencies and make investments, especially as some of the bad actors are being flushed out of the system. Here he was referring to the FTX saga, which we would revisit as the video progresses. YouTuber BitBoy Crypto, aka Ben Armstrong, alleged the FTX exchange and Canadian entrepreneur Kevin O'Leary were pivotal figures in taking down Celsius. Celsius filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on July 13, with Mashinsky saying it was the right decision for our community and company. Throughout the FTX collapse, BitBoy has thrust himself front and center as a central person in exposing the lies and corruption. Referring to the infamous interview in which O'Leary called SBF one of the most brilliant traders and still worthy of backing, BitBoy pointed out the peculiarity of continuing to support the disgraced former FTX CEO. He continued by saying that O'Leary-backed investment firm WonderFi was one of the last firms to send funds to FTX to keep the company afloat, while also mentioning a CoinDesk interview with O'Leary calling for Celsius to go to zero. Whether or not these claims are true is subject to further investigation, which is not part of our video today. In this video, we would be looking at Kevin O'Leary's view on the aftermath of the FTX collapse in relation to the crypto industry, his positions in gold, his view on crypto regulations, and also the cryptocurrency he is looking to buy more of. As mentioned earlier, Kevin is convinced that this is the best time to buy. So let's get into the video. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and drop your comments.
Bad policy, bad regulation or lack thereof, if you want to put it that way, and some very weak compliance management. That's what's happened to these companies. It doesn't change the potential of what crypto is going to be, but certainly it was a hit. There's no question about it. And, you know, it's embarrassing for me, obviously. So much due diligence had already occurred. I mean, if you look at the cap table of who was investors in this company, it's the who's who of financial services. And so I'm one of them. We're all embarrassed. We feel foolish. But luckily, when I look at the long term, thank goodness I make more good investments than bad ones. That's the way I look at it. Over the weekend, the alleged hack occurred. My accounts have zero in them. There is no accounting records there. They've been scraped. I talked to many other institutions about those accounts over the weekend. We were talking with our compliance departments and our lawyers, obviously, and that's where it stands today. Obviously, and I want to make a comment about this, this is a tragic story, not just from a financial collapse, but it's a human story. It's an unbelievable story. It's probably going to be told, you know, for years to come, and the chapters haven't even been written yet. We're not even in the first chapter yet. Everything's allegation and insinuendo. We don't know anything yet. And so I'm trying to keep an open mind about it. I'm not happy. I don't like losing that much money, but it doesn't change anything that I'm going to do tomorrow morning.
When asked about his view on regulations and how it affects the crypto industry, Mr. Kevin shared that one thing he wants to see most in the crypto industry is for the Stablecoin Transparency Act to pass. However, he said it has been floating around forever in Congress. We've got to stop doing this to ourselves. It's time to move forward with regulation. Despite making losses investing in FTX, O'Leary is not deterred from buying more cryptocurrencies, stating, "I'm still going to invest in crypto. I lost money. It doesn't stop me from buying more. I'm going to do just that." The Shark Tank star concluded, "This is a turning point for this industry, a maturation for this industry."
I will never put any money into an unregulated exchange ever again. The first thing I did, I mean, we have a policy in my shop that we don't just have diversification on portfolios, we have institutional diversification. We don't put all our capital, our cash, our investments in one institution. We want multiple exposure to different institutions because you never know when an FTX is going to happen or a Bear Stearns is going to happen. I mean, I've seen this movie before. This is not the first time. And so we have a large diversity of where we work with and who we work with and what institutions that we do business with. But the first thing we did with the remainder of our crypto assets is move it up into Canada under the OSC order in the BitBuy wallet, which is owned by Wonderfly. 100% compliant, scrutinized by the regulator there, proof of assets, no leverage on the accounts, no intermingling of accounts. All of that really matters, and that's where I think is the safest place to be right now.
Kevin Oldery maintains that he is still bullish on cryptocurrency and will continue making investments. He reveals his recent affiliation with a Web3 financial brand, Mr. Labs, and believes is the right investment for financial institutions. He also comments on his positions on Bitcoin, Ether, and gold.
No, I'm still making investments. I mean, I just took a position and missed them, which is Evan Chung's new team that he pulled out of Facebook. That's a very interesting platform. That really speaks to financial services. So I'm willing to back new teams, no question. But I don't need to have 32 positions. I'm going to consolidate down. I'd rather have maybe we go. We had that debate this morning just before I came on the air with you. We were discussing this and deciding, where we transfer it from, how it's going to be held. Because in Canada, there's only 17 tokens permitted. That's it. The regulator there has only approved 17. And so we have to go within the context of that. But then we get the benefit of a regulated exchange with all of the transparency and scrutiny that regulators provide. I feel much safer in the BitBuy platform. And Wonderfy is a public company, so they have to report to the regulator as well. So I'm good with that for now, but I won't have more than 17. No, it has warmed me up to gold. I mean, here we are, the 1700s, starting to look there's a bid underneath it. There's no reason not to have a 5% weighting in gold in any portfolio, whether you want to use the GLD or pay for storage of your bullion.
Kevin Oldery thinks regulation will open the doors to trillions of dollars of new investment. Meanwhile, some long-term crypto enthusiasts worry regulation would go against the ethos of Bitcoin. We would like to know what our viewers think about bringing regulation into cryptocurrencies. Let us know your opinions in the comment sections. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching.